Hey, what's going on, guys? Alex from Hooked on Fishing TV, and today I'm going to be showing you what my top favorite bass lures are, and let's get into it. Here we go. Okay, so starting off at number one is going to be the topwater frog. I like using the topwater frogs mainly during like the summer, late spring, early fall. Throwing them like early in the morning, late at night. Right before like the sun goes down. It's a great lure to use. You catch lots of big fish on these. Actually, my personal best was on a topwater frog, and this frog is made by Jawbone. I've been using these frogs forever, and they seem to work very well for me. Great lure to throw around pads, grass, usually where you can't get to with like a squarebill or any type of lure like that. So that's why I put this in the list, coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is going to be the jawbone jerkbait. This is in a shad imitation color, and I've caught in many bass, pickerel, even crappie on this lure. It's not very big, as you can see up to my hand. Great lure for throwing like in open water during the cold months. And that's why I put it in the list. Coming in at number 4 is the jawbone jerkbait. Coming in at number 3, this is a rattletrap made by Strike King. It's in a sexy shad color with a red eye. This is a fantastic lure to be thrown around, open water in ponds, lakes for bass and pickerel. For the lakes around here, it's like super cold waters. I'm from New Jersey, so it's really cold outside, and this is the only lure besides like the jerkbait over here that I've been catching fish on. And for some reason, it's just like super subtle when it's falling down through the water column, and the retrieve. I just like to reel it in and just let it flutter down for a little bit, reel it in some more, and always catch fish on this lure. It's a fantastic bait. Highly recommend it. Coming in at number 2 is the Strike King squarebill. This is in a bluegill pattern, and the reason why I like these squarebills is because it's a fantastic lure to throw all year round, as well as the rattletrap. And I throw these in my local ponds around here during the summer, and it's pretty much almost every single cast. I could catch a pretty nice sized bass on one of these things. They really like the bluegill color, because there's lots of a really good bluegill population in these ponds and lakes that I fish at. So you really want to stick with the coloration of what the bass are eating in there. So that is why I put it in the number 2 spot, and we'll get on to number 1. Finally, coming in at number 1 is the Strike King senko. These are very good baits to use, flipping around pads, grass, open water, pretty much anything. If you don't have one of these senkos, I highly suggest getting one. This is in a watermelon, red flake, and black flake color. I think it's 5-inch, if I'm not mistaken, 5 or 6-inch. It's fantastic bait to use. You could use it either wacky style, which you put the hook right through the middle of it, and it flutters like that through the water, or you could hook it up, Texas rig, which I'll show you how to do that now. Okay, guys, so to hook up this worm Texas style, I got a little 2/0, 3/0 hook here, weedless hook, and what you're gonna want to do is take the tip of the worm, run the hook about all the way to where the hook starts to curve. You're gonna poke it out, slide the worm up the hook, and then when it comes out there, you're gonna want to line up the hook with the worm, and right where the hook meets the worm right there, you're gonna want to pinch the worm and poke the hook straight through, and now your worm is weedless and hooked Texas style. Very effective, pulling it through the water very slow, letting it, you know, sit on the bottom and giving it a quick jerk. Works very well for bass, pickerel. Great lure. This is why it's coming at number 1, because I always throw a senko. You'll never see me without a senko tied on one of my rods. Love this bait. Highly recommend these senkos. Again, this is in a green pumpkin, red flake, black flake color. 5-inch with a 3/0 hook. Great lure. Highly recommend. Okay, guys, that's gonna conclude it for this video. You know, just a little something, you know, get up on the channel. And, yeah, so that's going to conclude it for my top 5 bass fishing lures. And, yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, guys, stay hooked.